Hello, my name is Erin Wimert. Welcome to this quick yin practice. You will need a bolster today. You can also grab some blocks and a blanket if you have those handy. We're going to start off on our backs for just about a minute in Supta Baddha Konasana. You may or may not want blocks to bring under your knees, especially if your hip flexors are tight. If it feels like your legs are just hovering there, it can be nice to have some support. And you can rest your hands on your thighs or maybe your belly. And see if you can close your eyes for the first minute just to allow your awareness to become more internal. And see if you can soften any tension in the upper back, the shoulders, the belly, pelvic floor. Just let your whole body drop and feel yourself coming down from the excitement of your day. I want to invite you to give yourself this gift of 20 minutes of being nowhere other than where you are right now. This gift of time and presence, connection to your body, to your heart, to your breath. Find about 3 or 4 more breaths, and on each exhalation, feel yourself settle more and more, becoming heavier and heavier. And take another slow breath in. And as you exhale, grab the thighs, bring your knees to touch, and place your blocks aside if you have them. So you might want to lift your head for this first one. Bring your knees into your chest and cross your left ankle on top of your right ankle. Reach your left hand down and grab the very top of your right foot. Allow your right knee to come down to the ground. Some of you might bring a block under the knee if you need support. If grabbing your right foot is too much, you can let it go. Some of you might reach with your right hand and pull the left knee into the body. You can also place your left foot on the ground. Another option, if you want, is to interlace both hands on the left shin. And so just depending on your anatomy, some of you might feel this more in right kneecap, top of quad, middle quad, front of right hip. And see if you can gradually release your right glute, let your right thigh get heavier. And continue to allow the back of your body to drop into the earth, the support of the earth. And find just another 3 or 4 slow, unrushed breaths in and out of the nose. Take another breath in. And as you exhale, bring both knees into your chest. You can extend the legs up, maybe roll out the ankles, point and flex. And then extend your legs long down below, stretch your arms above your head. Walk your arms and your legs as far over to the left as you comfortably can, while keeping the right side of your pelvis down. And many people will like to hook their right ankle on top of the left. You can do the opposite, or you could do neither. You can cactus your arms, reach for opposite wrist or opposite elbow. And if your shoulders are tight, you can bring a bolster, not under your head, but directly above it, and you can rest your arms there. We've got about a minute here. See if you can just allow your right side body to bow out. Right side body is free of tension. Notice if there's any gripping of the inner groins, low belly. And see if you can soften your right arm bone, your right shoulder. Let that get heavy. Take one more slow breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, begin to release arms to center, head to center, right and left leg. And we'll just pause in a brief Shavasana. Feel the echo of that shape in your body. Breathe in fully here. And as you exhale, bring the knees into your chest. And you might lift your head up, second side, right ankle on top of left. Reach your right hand down, grab the top of your left foot, and allow the left knee and thigh to drop. Perhaps a left hand to right knee, pull it in. And if that grip on your bottom left foot is too much, you can just bring both hands to your right knee. You can always release your right foot down. I should mention here that if your neck is tight, you can always bring a blanket behind the head for support. You want to feel that the entire body is able to drop down. And just feel that release from the top of your left hip all the way down through the left kneecap. See if you can get heavier through the left leg. Find 3 more breaths. And on your exhale, draw the left knee into your chest. You can extend your legs up, maybe roll out the ankles, point and flex. And draw your knees into your body, grab the backs of your thighs, come up to a seat. If you have a blanket, you might grab that and just sit on the folded edge. Moving into Gomukhasana, bring your right knee on top of your left knee. Now, if this doesn't work for you, you're welcome to extend your left leg long. You can also come into a cross-legged position, right shin in front. So any of these work. If you're in this full variation, see if you can rock forward a little bit to stack the knees and then shimmy the weight back into the heels. You're welcome to stay upright here. You can bring the weight into the hands. You're welcome to bring support in front of you, bolster. You can also use the long edge of the bolster to rest the head on, maybe interlace the hands. Find a variation that is sustainable for you, where you're still experiencing sensation, but not dipping into the threshold of pain. See if you can relax outer hips here yet again. Inner groin soft. If it feels okay, see if you can allow the head to hang heavy. And find just another 3 or 4 breaths, letting the hips get heavy, letting the legs get heavy. And slowly inhale up out of the shape. Notice if you have an intuitive hit to roll the head out. Or maybe arch the upper spine. And then just lean back, unwind your legs. You can shake things out a little bit. Maybe point and flex through the feet, can roll out through the ankles. And then we'll just move to side two. Bring your left knee on top of the right. And you can rock forward here, stack the knees. You can extend the right leg long, or just find Sukhasana with the left shin in front. And feel free to stay up. Use your props in any way. If you just have blocks, you can rest down on those. And just feel the hips drop, groins and hips releasing. If it feels safe, allow the head to hang. As you continue to move into rest and digest mode, your breath will most likely become a little more shallow and shorter. It's barely detectable. Find a fuller breath in here and an exhale out. Gently inhale up. Again, if you need to move the head or neck out, please do. Unwind the legs. Feel free to shake them out. So we're going to stay in this wide shape. And if this is really tough for you, hard to get into, you're welcome to bring your feet to touch. Otherwise, extend the legs out, and you're welcome to bring some support underneath your knees. If your legs feel tight, this will actually help you go forward more. You can use your blocks out in front of you, and your bolster is a little table to rest on. If you have a lot of room to work with, you can bring your blocks tiered up in front of you. Maybe lay the bolster down and lay on it like this. And if you're feeling pretty tight today, you're welcome to just bring your bolster to your forehead and hang out here. And then before you really get into it, try flexing your feet, lifting your heels up, stretching them away from you, and then drop the heels, and then relax the feet, and then see if you can move deeper into the shape. So we're not here too long. See if you can find a softening through your toes, through your ankles. See if you can relax your hamstrings, the backs of your legs. Again, low belly, pelvic floor releasing. Head, shoulders, heavy. And this all might be gradual. Letting go this much can feel vulnerable at times. Let's gradually begin to commit more and more to gravity. And disengaging with each breath in and each breath out. Begin to deepen your breath. And as you inhale, start to unfurl your spine from bottom to top. And you can lean back, lift the chest, just stretch the front of the body out a little bit. And then when you're ready, grab your thighs, pull the heels in, come off of your blanket if you're on one, and then grab your bolster. Bring it behind your sacrum, about a fist width. So instead of pulling it right up to your low back, let there be a little bit of space. And as you roll back, my hips stay on the ground. Your shoulders may or may not come to the ground. You're welcome to bring a block under the head or a blanket. You can knock your knees into center. You can bring feet to touch. You can extend your legs long. If this is bothering your back and this does not feel sustainable, you can flip your bolster so it runs along the length of your spine. So it would be perpendicular with the top of your mat. And you can rest your hands on your belly. You can cactus the arms or reach for opposite wrist or elbow. And for the next maybe 90 seconds, see if you can work towards relaxing into the bolster as opposed to pulling away from it. Instead of pressing down into it, relax the muscles along your spine and release towards the earth. And this is a big shape. This can be pretty intense for some people. So, like the other poses, relaxing might be gradual. Find just a few more rounds of breath. And on your exhale, begin to roll to your left side. And as you press up onto your left hip, turn your bolster so it's running perpendicular with the top of your mat. Bring the bolster right up to your left hip. And as you come down with cactus arms, you can either bring your left ear down or you can bring your right ear down if you want to go a little bit deeper. Your legs can be bent or straight. You can have one bent, one straight. A lot of people like to bring support, a blanket or a block between the knees if this bothers your low back at all. So ideally, you should feel supported enough that you can release into this twist. If not, again, consider support between the knees. Notice if there's any way you can get just a bit heavier, trusting the support of your bolster. Find one more breath here. As you exhale, slide the palms back. begin to press up. And then you can just turn your knees around, side two. Bring the bolster up against your right hip. And as you come down with cactus arms, either bring your right ear down or you can bring your left ear down for a little bit more sensation. And if there's any other intuitive urge to shift or move props or your body so that you can let go, please do that. And just for the next minute, see if you can enjoy the energetic quality of stillness, of space, of full surrender. Find just another couple breaths, letting go a bit more if you can. As you inhale, slide the palms down. Exhale to press up. Spin your knees to center. Bring the bolster right up to your sacrum this time. And then just lay back. Make any adjustments so that you can just drop heavy. And please spend as much time here as you can. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.